Hello everybody, this is Gruesome Fox coming at you with a 300 cost rated match here in the Desert Gym. We are going to be on Mining City for this match here, and 300 cost was in rotation this week, and I really wanted to get out the Desert Gym. It is a suit I really liked using back early on in GBO2, primarily at 350 with the level 3 version of it. The level I'm using here is going to be the level 2 for 300, which I actually never used this level before, so I was just really in the mood to play Desert Gym. Again, it's a suit I haven't used in a long time. I've always really liked the Desert Gym. I've always thought it has some really cool things going for it, so I was like, hey, the cost is in rotation, and it was only Mining City. This is the only map that was available at the time for it, but I was like, hey, it's Mining City. Why not try the Desert Gym and see, if I could get some good matches with it. And part to my surprise, I actually did get some decent matches using this suit. Even on one match where our team lost, I was able to get first place on the scoreboard using it. So, really just had a lot of fun getting the Desert Gym back out. So, yeah, the Desert Gym itself, it is a support type mobile suit. It is native to 250 and goes all the way up to 400 at level 4. I don't know if I've ever used the 400 cost version, let alone the 250 cost version, because 250 is a cost that just doesn't appear anymore, so probably using it at level 1 is not going to be much of a possibility these days, but again, like, getting it at 300 here, 300 might as well be this thing's, like, quote-unquote native cost at this point, same with a lot of suits in GBO2, but kind of getting sidetracked there. For your weapons, you do have a small set of weapons, but they do offer some really neat things. Starting off, you have the Rail Cannon MP equipment, and this is a rail cannon based weapon. It is stop to fire. It fires really quickly and also hits really hard because it is capable of causing heavy staggers, meaning on most suits you will cause a heavy stagger, and if you shoot something that has maneuver armor while it is boosting, you'll be able to do a normal stagger on them, which is very useful for dealing with, raids that are trying to boost towards you. If you are able to land the shot, you can stun them for a bit. For your main melee weapon, you do just have the standard Federation Beam Saber. It is the same Beam Saber that is used on a ton of suits in GBO2, and there's really nothing too big to say about the Beam Saber here. I believe you have the standard Federation melee pattern with it, and being a lower cost support, you do only have melee priority 1 and 1 melee swing, so again, really nothing too major to say with the Beam Saber there. It is just a nice, standard melee option to have. And for your only sub-weapon, you do have the Missile Pod that is equipped under the Rail Cannon. Missile Pod, it is, you can fire it while moving. I believe you get like 15, 16 missiles with it, but the missiles, they do some alright damage, and my only one complaint with them really is just that they are kind of slow when it comes to their, like, air traversal. Once you fire them, they really have a slow moving speed. I wish the missiles would go maybe a bit faster, but aside from that, I really don't have any complaints with the missiles. I think they are a pretty nice complement for the suit overall, especially if you can use it on somebody who is knocked over. They're a nice weapon to kind of go to if you don't want to risk accidentally stunning a teammate, so I really do like the missiles here. Going to use them to finish off this Schneid Ifrit. But yeah, that is everything for the weapons. And for just a quick rundown of the skills here, you do have High Performance Radar level 1. This does go up with higher levels of the suit. You have Observational Data Link level 1, Frontline Support System level 1, Leg Shock Absorber level 1, Anti-Stealth at level 1, which is quite good to have because, you do have the Thunderbolt ad guys running around, so having some form of anti-stealth is always welcome for this cost. You do get Anti-Blast Stabilizer, meaning that you will not get staggered by mobile suit explosions, which is also a really good skill to have because the Desert Gym, it does have the potential to, get up closer to an enemy. As you can see right here, getting really close to the Schneid here. Luckily my team was there to back me up in taking it down. But finally, you do have the explosive reactor armor skill, where you take, I believe, less stagger from, like, explosive ballistic weapons. So, like rocket launchers and things like that. So, again, something really small set of weapons and skills for the Desert Gym here, but I do think it makes for a good basis for the suit. Yeah, I really just like the Desert Gym overall. It's one of those suits that I really don't see all too often. I think it could maybe stand to use some type of adjustments. Again, like with the missiles, I would like the missiles to travel faster in the air. I think that would be a nice thing to give it. I don't think this is something they would do, but I would also like to see this suit get maybe a higher level of the explosive reactive armor, because one thing I have noticed, and this is just really an issue with the Thunderbolt Agais, because Thunderbolt Agais, they caused a lot of issues for 300 and 350, is, as you can see there, even though I got hit with the missiles from the Agai, I still got stunned by them, and I think that was only the first wave of missiles too. I think this is because all of the Thunderbolt Agais, with their head missiles, they fire 2 at once, so I guess having the 2 missiles at once is enough to stun the suit, and that is problematic because the Thunderbolt Agais are still widely used and all 3 of them have like those head missiles, so that is something that is quite annoying to deal with. But other than that, really, I think the suit could probably just use a, kind of standard all-around buff, just kind of maybe some buffs to its overall stats and whatnot, but really, Desert Gym is just one of those suits I don't have a whole lot of complaints about. Again, it's just a pretty fun suit overall. I think just having the rail cannon being a heavy stagger is really useful, really gives the suit some nice utility, especially if you are pairing well with your team. That's kind of another thing with the Desert Gym. This does feel like a bit more of a team-dependent suit, because my worst matches was really when it felt like the team was sort of like not synchronized with each other, when I was kind of like on my own a lot. When I can kind of help my team set up with like the heavy staggers, things go a lot better here, and yeah, definitely a suit that I think needs a good team to really show off its full potential. But as I said, just kind of a fun suit overall. Really just wanted to make a video yapping about this suit because it's just one of those suits that I just can't get out as often as I want to. It's just like, and honestly, a suit that I feel like is kind of underappreciated too, because again, like, you get some cool things with the Desert Gym. It's like a small package, but it can do some like really neat things in the right circumstances. So I'm going to let the last few seconds of the match play out here, and that's going to be timeout mission over. Let's see how we did here with the Desert Gym at 300. And there we go, mission complete. And for stats here, did get top in assist and did beat my rival. Going to be sending a praise to the Zagok. And 5th place with 3 kills and 2 loss. Did get 2nd in pursuit and again 1st in assist. So yeah, pretty good match there with the Desert Gym, the level 2 version, which again I really haven't played all too often, or really at all before this, which kind of surprised. So kind of another thing that kind of surprised me. I was like, oh, I only played this thing really at 350, so maybe I'll start taking the Desert Gym out at 300 a bit more, especially since I would want to try it on some other maps at 300 if they are available. Yeah, just having that heavy stacker is so much fun with this thing, and that's really all I have to say. Like, I don't have too much else to say about the Desert Gym. Again, just a really neat suit that could probably, benefit from some type of adjustment in the future. Because again, I don't really see a whole lot of players using the Desert Gym, so it would be cool to see this suit get something. But other than that, yeah, just a fun suit and something I wanted to talk about. So that's going to do it for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Desert Gym. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.